Hello, hello, hello. Hey girl, hey, how you doing today? It's Thursday, and I'm Marie today, the creator of the Curvy Fashionista, your plus size fashion resource destination. We're back with another Speaking of Curves. If this is your first time tuning in, we do these Facebook Lives every Tuesday and Thursday to shine a light on different business owners, different community leaders, different influencers, talking about ways we can help them, help support them, help keep them going, because these are the people who helped grow the plus size industry to where it is today. And it's important that we keep them going. And so today our special guest is no stranger to TCF, no stranger to the brand. You guys, I think, are very familiar with her. Her name is Maui Bigelow. She is the owner of Phatgirlfresh, the Lifestyle Awards, and Curvy Noir, and Fat Girl Boutique, her plus size online store. And today I wanted to talk with her because as an influencer, event organizer, and business owner, like she's got three different check marks, right? And so I wanted to talk with her and have her on to talk about how we can best support her. So if you guys can do me a favor, welcome Maui Bigelow. And as you guys are coming in, let us know where you're tuning in from. Hey Maui.
Hey,
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So how are you doing over there is it Albany?
Yes, girl, I am. I'm maintaining. I'm in here. This has definitely been a time for me to reflect and to mind the business that pays me. So
Mm-hmm.
I have been being very creative, trying to stay on top of all of my businesses and all of my brands, and just trying to stay safe and sane.
Safe and sane. Cause,
Yes.
Cause Georgia's on some mess right now.
Georgia is definitely on some mess. Our governor is, I don't know, I just feel like he's trying to throw his weight around. I feel like they're being very inconsiderate in regards to working class people. And so he's like, y'all go out, y'all have fun, y'all do this, y'all do that. We opening all these different spaces back up. But I just don't think it's time. Like, they're embellishing the numbers and
Girl.
saying that the curve has been
Listen, they
flattened. Like
changed
they,
the dates. They changed the dates. They
yeah,
got
and then
caught.
LA Times did a call out about it yesterday, and it was just saying that, like he lied about the numbers. And the Atlanta Journal Constitution back, they had all of this data that proved that the curve was not as flat as he was saying it was. So I'm just like, I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna let y'all go
Listen,
outside and do y'all thing. I'm in here.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying right here in this, like, right here.
That's it.
And maybe the 2 mile radius. Like I may go to the grocery store, but like I'm bummed, masked up, scarf on. I'm like this.
That's it. Like I don't take my phone in the store. I don't wear my wig. I tie my hair up. I put my mask on and I go about my business. I try to go early in the morning because I have cancer and I'm considered high risk. Being a part of the immunocompromised community, I am able to go early in the mornings to stores with the elderly. So I try to do that as much as I can. I will do Instacart. I will do Walmart pickup. But like as far as just really going to the store, walking around, being casual like I used to be, I'm not doing that.
Listen, I don't blame you. And see, you open up talking about like you have quite a few businesses. You've got a lot of things going on for yourself. So let's kick off first with your Moments with Maui. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Moments with Maui. This is your IG live series that you have going on. You're interviewing different people over on IG, right?
Yeah.
So talk to us about that.
So Moments with Maui is basically it's just an IG live series where I have an array of people on and we talk about different things. I just think that now, especially now, I've been very transparent about who I am, what I am, the things that I go through, the hardships that I have met and conquered. And so I think that it's important for us to have like these genuine, lighthearted conversations, especially now,
Especially
because
now.
people need to know that they're not in this struggle alone. They need information, they need education, they need empowerment, they need insight and enlightenment and all of that type of stuff. And so that's basically what Moments with Maui is. Like, some of the conversation does get heavy sometimes, but because I am who I am, I try to make sure that it's lighthearted and fun while you're getting what you need from, the individual who is being interviewed.
So this is like an extension of Fat Girl Fresh.
It's basically an
On
extension
IG.
of everything that I have. It's just live on IG. We have different guests that come on. And it's just, that's all it is. It's an extension of what I normally do. We're just having like really candid conversations. We had Gugu on. We had Molly Hopkins from 90 Day Fiance on. Ronnie Jordan. So we've had quite a bit of, I guess, celebrity-ish type people on, people who are well known and well respected in different spaces, just to, have conversations and engage with their audience and mine.
Now, your boutique, your Fat Girl Boutique. This is where, like, I remember when you started it and you had your fashion show during your lifestyle awards where you made a big splash with it. You had like 25 different models and t-shirts that had all these sayings, really bold. Is this where the t-shirt kind of, the boutique has kind of extended into?
So actually, honestly, I owe the boutique credit for me being here, because initially back in 2010, I was blogging, but I was just basic, blogging. I didn't know that blogging could actually be a thing.
Okay.
And that's where I found you. That's where I found Garner Style and Gabby Fresh. Because to me, you guys are like the OGs of, And so, but at that time, I just wanted to create like a plus size boutique. And I wanted a t-shirt line to be attached to the boutique. Okay. And my first t-shirt was the Fat Girl Fresh t-shirt. Okay. And so after I kept playing with it and people really liked it, and I was like, oh, FAT can be an acronym for passionate, happy, appreciative, and true. Because those are characteristics that every woman should embody. And so then, as time progressed, I was like, okay, so let me, make this the name of the blog. And then when I decided that, okay, I am going to, try to create a space that's similar to the Curvy Fashionista, that's similar to Garner Style, that's similar to Gabby Fresh. I was like, okay, well, I think I can do this. And so that's where it came from. I decided to name the blog Fat Girl Fresh, and then we just moved forward in 2013. Oh. I launched the website. I had my first event that launched the website, and then the following year is when we started Lifestyle Honors. So actually, the boutique birthed the blog, and it just went from there. Honestly,
I like that. I didn't know that story, and I've known you for a minute. Yeah. I didn't know that story. So thank you for sharing that. So your event, your life, talking about Lifestyle Honors, you had to postpone or cancel your event.
So for now, it's postponed. We do have a new date. That is August 27th. But honestly, with everything going on, I'm not really optimistic about us even being able to move forward in August, And so if it happens that we have to cancel for this year, then that's just what we'll do, because at the end of the day, it's most important for my audience to be safe. You know what I'm saying? So, like people were reaching out and like, oh my God, your event, how are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, first and foremost, if I would be not okay or, feeling a way if it was something that I had done and the event had to be canceled. You know what I'm saying? Right. But because I know that I did everything that I was supposed to do, I know that, all of my sponsors support me and they're going to move how I move and you know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's fine. Like I'm honored that people trust me enough to know that I'm going to make the right decision and we're going to move forward in a manner that is good and fun and safe for everyone. So I did.
But then you did a
birth-
pivot. You had a little mini pivot because you surely went online and had a nice little white party online.
I did. We had the virtual Curves on Blanc. Lane Bryant sponsored it. We had, because Lifestyle Honors has been notoriously known for these really dope gift bags that y'all have me up all night and day worrying about. I was, like worried about, well, how can we get people stuff? How can we do stuff? But a lot of our sponsors came in. They gave e-gift cards. They did all these different giveaways. And we had, I think, like close to 200 people that logged into the party. One of my fellow influencers, Ty Alexander, she DJ'd for us. She started DJing, and so she DJ'd for us. And
I saw
people just
that.
danced. Yes, we danced for 2 hours. We had an amazing time.
Oh, well, congratulations on that. Like, that's, like, really smart in that pivot for you, like, especially because you did it around the same weekend as your event.
I did it the exact day. I did it the exact day that Curves on Blanc would have been held in Atlanta at Sweet Lounge.
Right. So then you have your Curvy Noir, which is a new event that happens during Fashion Week.
Yeah. So last year, I hosted my first New York Fashion Week event with Brandy Victorian, and Brandy is a senior editor for I1 Digital. And so Brandy and I joined forces and we decided that we were going to do this event during New York Fashion Week. It was a huge success last year. Our plans were to bring it back this year. But with everything going on and with New York being so chaotic.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm hearing that Fashion Week is canceled. Nothing has been stated officially yet. But we just went ahead and said, we're not going to commit to that this year because the time for us to move forward and book the venue and all of that stuff was then when it was, crazy. And so even we were moving forward and making plans, but now all of this talk is being had about Fashion Week being canceled. So
how does someone like yourself, because like for me, I had to cancel almost everything that I had planned. I was like, damn, I was like getting ready to make announcements at the start of March. And I was like, oh, well, we ain't having it.
Yeah.
And like, how does that feel?
I feel, so I don't feel bad, like on a personal level, because again, like I said, in event production, I think that the shame or the bad feeling comes when you know that you did something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you have to own your stuff and say, oh, well, I didn't do this, or I mishandled funds, or whatever the situation was. But that's not my truth. That's not your truth. Like, we are in the midst of a global pandemic. Like everything, Coachella was canceled. Bronner Brothers is canceled. Essence Fest was canceled. You know what I'm saying?
They held on too. They held on. They were like
they were like this. They were like, oh, and then no.
Right.
So I mean, I don't feel bad. I feel bad in the sense that I know that now more than ever we need something. You know what I'm saying? And I know that my event is an outlet and therapy for a lot of people in my community. So I feel bad in that sense because I know that this is much needed. But I find comfort in the fact that I haven't done anything that will keep me from moving forward when it's time to move forward.
Okay. Because, it's interesting. So I've talked to a couple of different business owners, and we're talking about this pivot and this time, what it means for their business. And it's interesting because the responses are so varied. You have some people who some people actually have a day job. So this is like, okay, they feel like they may have to put their dream on hold, or this is like their only livelihood and they're freaking out and trying to figure out ways to pivot and make it work. And then there's some things in between. And so for you, like, even though you didn't do it, right? You didn't cause it. How are you navigating from a mental health space, right? Because like the world is stressful, and like I have tried to minimize my conversations on Facebook because like you see so many arguments and so many, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah. So mentally, I always make sure, and I get up every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't interact with anyone during that time. And I just make sure that people I get myself prepared mentally, because I do have anxiety. I have, battled depression. And this has been a lot for me. Like, honestly, I have to take meds for my anxiety. I'm not ashamed to say that. And I understand that I am entitled to have a day where I'm not okay. I am entitled to,
like it's okay to not be okay.
Like it's okay. And I don't think that a lot of people understand that. So every morning I get up at 5 o'clock, I say my prayers, I meditate, I do my affirmations, I let the universe know that I am committed to having a good day, and then I go about my business. You know what I'm saying? If it turns out to be a bad day, I take my meds and get back in the bed. And, I move on with my life the next day, because I have this thing where I give anything that does not serve me well 24 hours to do its thing in my life. So if I get sad about something, if I have anxiety about this COVID-19 and something happened, I have 24 hours to feel like that, to be anxious, to cry, to be upset, to be moody, or whatever the situation is. And then I have to move on, because I'm protecting my peace that way. I'm protecting my joy. And I think that a lot of people, especially in our space as influencers, because we're so visible socially, I think that people, like our peers, they feel committed to put up this front of, I'm good, everything is good, life is peachy. No, sis, life is not good for anybody.
Right.
Like, you don't know if you're going to go outside and come back in the house and have some type of virus on you that could kill you, that could make you sick, that could harm your children, that could harm your loved ones. So let's not sugarcoat this thing. Like, life is not good. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to have your moments where you don't feel the best. You know what I'm saying? But you have to find a way to move forward.
I will say, my way, I have wine, sometimes some other stuff, and and maybe Jack Daniels, like, and for me, I have found that like if it's 1 o'clock in the middle of the day and I'm overwhelmed emotionally, I step away from the computer. I'm done.
I do.
My day is over.
And like I write. So I write for different publications. I'm a freelance writer, and I write content for different publications. And so I try to stay on top of that content, because things like that, even though it's work, it's therapy for me. So I write my feelings down. I'll jump on live. I'll do a video and talk to my people, because a lot of times what people don't understand is that even though I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself also. Like, I need the same encouragement that everyone else needs. So, I'm just trying to push forward and stay productive, because that does help me. And I understand like my responsibility to myself, but I also understand my responsibility to the masses and to my children. So, I have to maintain something. My daughter has anxiety too. And, hers is on a different level, but I still have to make sure that they're okay. That's one thing that I've been urging parents to do, like have conversations with your kids and ask them, even though, they're running around the house, they're having fun, you know what I'm saying? They miss their peers, they miss being in school, they miss being
Their
able
whole
to
life
go
has
out and
been
go
rocked.
driving. And, like their life has been shook up too.
Right.
And then you got to realize that they're in the home with you. So they know, oh, mama not working, daddy not working. You know what I'm saying? Where the money coming from? How the bills getting paid?
They don't, and then they don't understand. And if you don't talk to them and explain things, they're going to create their own stressors, and then it only adds layers upon layers. And I think it's not even just kids. Sometimes it's our own freaking parents and grandparents.
It's everybody.
I had to fuss and tell my nana to stay home.
Girl, I've been fussing at my mom about,
like, where are you going?
Make sure you wear your mask.
Why both of y'all need to go to Walmart? Why both?
Exactly.
One of y'all can stay. Like, it doesn't need to, like, because then everyone's like, nah! Like, that stress. And it doesn't need to be. And I think, if anything, like, my family, every day, Monday through Friday, at 8 p.m. my time, we do Zoom. A whole family Zoom. And it's been it was weird to start, but I will say, like, stress-wise, it's actually been extremely therapeutic for me because all my family's in California.
Yeah.
So I found, like, a whole new outlet of a way to connect. And this is like some of those things you find out.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet your communication is greater now than it was prior, where you would probably just casually call Auntie G or just casually, randomly call Nana. Now you're committed to calling them and seeing their faces every day.
Right, and it's definitely shifted, like, how we communicate with folks, the appreciation, because we realize, like, our mortality is, like, threatened. Right? Now, for you, when we talk about pivots and we talk about, like, navigating through, what are some of the best ways that folks could actually support you with the various things you have going on? Like, what are some of the best ways, and maybe not even just yourself, but also folks in the community as well? Like, what are your best suggestions that folks can do to support in this time?
So I think more so than anything, when we talk about support for influencers, I think just sharing content, engaging, you know what I'm saying? Let us know what it is that you need. Let us know what it is that you want, you know what I'm saying? And just being vocal and interacting with us on these social media platforms. From a business perspective, shop small businesses.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the only t-shirt shop out there. I would appreciate your business, but if I don't have what you want before you log on to JCPenney or Walmart or some of these other big box companies who have what they need, shop small. You know what I'm saying? Support female entrepreneurs and, things like that. So I think that this is like the perfect time for you to build a relationship with a community of small business owners. Like, I've been making a lot of purchases from Etsy and from, like, small business owners, female business owners, different things like that. And I'm very intentional about, like, going to influencers' pages and commenting, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop strolling by people's stuff. You see that's a cute outfit, like it, comment. You know what I'm saying? Do things like that. I think that that's the easiest way to be supported. Even your friends and family, they have different things going on.
Right.
Then you need to support. And I think that we also need to understand, and when I say we, I mean, like, influencers and business owners, we have to understand that you got to put yourself out there. You got to make sure that your content is out there and is visible and is serving the people. Like, now is not the time to die. And I don't mean like a literal death, but it's not the time to die either. But now is not the time to, now is not the time to die in regards to just sitting at home and moping and being overwhelmed. Like, use your gifts. Be creative, Like, I have been more productive in this space during this time.
Let me tell you, I'm over here. I'm working on my brand plan. I'm all the way down to Q4 in 2023. I'm like, shit.
Exactly.
Like, okay, like
exactly.
it's like a silver lining that it's like forced us to slow down, but then actually allowed for us to actualize a lot of our vision and roadmap
because
and plan it out.
Honestly, for you and I, and for other influencers who are in this space all the time anyway, we work from home anyway. Like, this is not some culture shock because we have to be different. At home.
Because, I stayed home. I stayed home, damn it, because I wanted to stay home. Not because the world told me
that's
what
I was going to say. The issue is not that we don't want to be home. The issue is that we have to be home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, because we're home all the time anyway. I know you're a homebody, and I know that you're particular about your out and about. I'm a homebody too, but
am I particular?
Very particular. But I mean, and I'm a homebody too, and I have social anxiety. But when I'm out there, I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that our issue is that we are being told now. You know what I'm saying? We're being urged to stay home.
And it's not even that. It's like the fear of going outside.
The fear of like you have to mentally prepare yourself to go outside.
Girl, that's why I stay. If I have to go to the grocery store, I will stay on the phone. I will be with my phone on the phone with my sister or with my family. Like my sister, we were on Zoom or Duo or something, and she was like, "Maria, I could tell you nervous. Your eyes are darting real fast." Like she saw the anxiety on my face because I was just like, okay. Like I felt it.
Like when I pull up to the store, before I leave home, I tell myself the same thing that I tell myself when we pull up to the store. Go in here, get what you want. Like how your mama used to tell you, don't ask for nothing. Like, don't get anything extra. This is all you're supposed to be getting. Don't touch it. Don't talk to nobody. Like,
listen, yesterday I went and got I wanted to go get some wine because I needed some wine, damn it, right? So I was like,
yes.
Beeline, wine. I did pick up some corn dogs because I had an inkling for some corn dogs, and I haven't had corn dogs in forever. Found them right there next to it, swooped, picked it up, and I was gone. Like, I was like, we ain't walking in these lines, we ain't standing and waiting for a sandwich, nothing.
I go to plan B. If somebody's on the aisle that I need to go down, I go to plan B, wait for them to leave the aisle, go get something else, come back around to it, put that in my head. Okay, you got to go back and get cereal because bruh man is getting cereal right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole situation now.
And so, for you, like, if you could, like, you talked about, like, productivity and finding different ways, like, we were just talking about, like, this is a time, like, where ideas are coming about for you, like, with where you have all of your different brands underneath your umbrella, like, do you see, like, you kind of feel like you're going to come through this stronger? Because that's how I feel.
I definitely do because I have been so much more intentional about what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. Like, this has helped me. I've been saying for months that I needed to restructure my mailing list, go through my MailChimp, do all this different stuff. Like, not even for months, but for years. I needed to do this last year. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are so many things that were on my list of things that I wanted to do to take my brand to the next level. And I was just so busy. Oh, I got to do it's been very.
And like the world stopped.
Yeah, I did something that you told me about a long time ago, in regards to just scheduling and blocking off certain times for your work. You know what I'm saying? So like at 12 o'clock, my phone goes on do not disturb. I don't talk to my friends. I don't do all that FaceTiming and kikiing and stuff. From 12 to 5, I'm productive. In regards to my writing, because I have a lot of writing responsibilities. So from 12 to 5, I'm writing content. I'm pushing out content. I need to do this right here. I got to do my TikToks. I got to do all this stuff.
I can't with TikTok. I love it. It's hilarious. But I'm all, how do they think of these things? Like, maybe because I see all these that turn into like movie situations, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like, I don't get it. But I
Yeah,
mean, I love
it's
it.
a lot. It's a lot. It definitely is. Like I saw a TikTok a couple of days ago that said if you're 35 and older and you're not already on TikTok, don't join. And I definitely agree. Like it has my head hurting sometimes. I'm like, oh my God. But I mean, it's fun. And as an influencer, like we gotta go where it's trending. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that's trending right now. So
You know who
I'm
I
definitely
enjoy?
over
I
there.
enjoy Christine's TikTok things. Trendy Curvy.
Listen, Christine is the TikTok MVP. Christine's TikToks are amazing. They really are. I love them.
I don't know. I ended up doing something on my phone. I don't have the app, but for some reason I still get notifications of TikTok. So I don't know what I did, but like I liked something and then now I get like notifications. I'm all, but I don't have the app.
Yeah, Christine has amazing TikToks. She really does. I love her TikToks.
Now what?
Another plus size
Go ahead.
influencer that has amazing glitters and laser.
Yes.
I can't think of what her real name is, but she has an amazing TikTok presence. And honestly, probably about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, she and I had a conversation at CurvyCon, and she was basically saying, "Oh, you need to get on TikTok, and you need to do this, and you need to do that." And I was like,
Like I don't want
and
another
now,
platform I have to manage. Damn it.
yes, and I was like, because and even I remember you and I having a conversation about YouTube, and I was like, I just don't like how I look on video. I don't like how my voice sounds, and so I had to get out of my own way and start doing some of this other stuff. But yeah,
this if anything that this whole like time right now has taught me is that I need to learn how to step up and become the woman that I have been called to be. And for me, that's like I have, sometimes we are our worst
we are our worst critic.
Our worst critic, and sometimes we are the roadblock sometimes. And so, it's like, how do you step into yourself? So having these moments of like personal breakthroughs, business brand breakthroughs, and you're like, because you're still, and you have to just sit and pay attention and listen sometimes. And then these interesting kind of suggestions, girl. Like, I've started sketching again. Like, I mean, I've just been over here.
You've been a little more vocal, a little more visible on Instagram. And I remember probably last year, I was like, Marie, you need to do better on Instagram.
I'm more visible. Well, hey, if you think so, I'm be like, hey.
A little more, like you can do more, but you're doing better than you were.
Thank you. I be trying. I mean, I know I'm horrible, but I got I know my spaces. But
yeah,
I am also, I find myself moving in a different space where I'm building a digital media platform, and so my moves are going to be slightly different because it's not so much about me; it's about y'all.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so for me, I'm like, okay, y'all gonna get a picture of me and Mocha.
Something, yeah.
You make it a selfie of this new hair and this makeup.
Listen, that hair is coming. You coming through with that hair. I love that hair.
Shout out to Pepper of Pretty Plus Pep who put me onto this Nisha.
Oh, really? I like that.
Yes. I was
Pepper, you the real MVP because Marie.
She be on me, dude. She be on me. We all need those people who kind of push us and kick us in the ass, right?
Yes.
So okay, so do me a favor because I know we're coming up. We're kind of a little over. So do me a favor. Tell everyone where they can find you, and the best place to holler at you.
So this is gonna sound so cheesy, but Google me because I'm everywhere as Maui Bigelow, except for Facebook because Facebook has yet to change my name. So on Facebook, I'm still Phatgirlfresh. The Phatgirlfresh URL does still work, but it's gonna take you to MauiBigelow.com. I'm Maui Bigelow on Instagram. I'm Maui Bigelow on TikTok and on Twitter. I'm Maui Bigelow in real life, y'all. But I'm basically Maui Bigelow everywhere. If you would like to read some of my content that's not on the blog, you can Google it at Maui Bigelow. Or but yeah, I'm more on Instagram than anywhere. My Facebook is really just a home for my Instagram content to live at this point. It's another space because I'm more on Instagram than anywhere. My moments with Maui are every Monday at 9 o'clock and
PM.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, the Lifestyle Honors page is still up. It's still popping. We're still putting content out over there. The Curvy Noir page is still up and popping. We're actually going to, because we didn't make a Curvy Noir Facebook page, we're doing that this weekend because we're going to start a series over there where we'll be having different conversations, like a panel type situation with like these Zoom panels with different people. And the first one will be we'll be talking about the male-female relationship. So I think that's gonna be like really dope and really deep and stuff. And so, I'm just everywhere talking my ish, trying to make sure that women stay encouraged and empowered and that they are popping their stuff. And yeah, so y'all follow me.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys. And for all you guys who are over there tuning in, thank you guys for joining us. We do Speaking of Curves every Tuesday and Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time on our Curvy Fashionista Facebook page. I'm Marie Dene, your creator of the Curvy Fashionista, and we will catch you online. Bye now.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us.